If you are looking for a fast way to use up scraps and make beautiful ephemera, this is the video for you. It is easy and it is quick. The only thing you need is some scissors, some adhesive or glue, some paper, 4 sheets per little folio that we're going to do, and maybe a trimmer. So if you are new here, welcome. My name is Angela, the Traveling Crafter, and I enjoy doing a lot of DIY crafting and interior design. I love thrifting for vintage treasures, and of course, I love traveling. And if you're new, thanks for coming back and seeing what I will be bringing to you today. And I hope you try it out and craft with me. So my inspiration, I was watching Carrie the Paper Monkey and Meg at Chasing Retro on their craft and chat. And while I was watching them, I was disassembling a couple of scrapbooks that were full of greeting cards. And in there were 2 projects that I thought I would bring to you and try. So they're so simple that you won't even believe it. So these are just little journaling card. Well, these are actually greeting cards. And this is for someone getting better or that was ill. And it's 4 little different greeting cards with sentiments inside of each one. One just a little bit larger than the next. Look at that one, had a little animal that got a hold of it. Ew. So it's four different pieces, and we're going to make this into a journal card so that it resembles this and that you can have tons and tons of journaling space inside. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to cut these. I'm going to put this right here. Well, let me show you before we get to cutting. I just did some templates. So, and this is a great way if you've got single-sided scrapbook paper to use it up so that you have tons of journaling space. I don't know that we'll get to a lot of decorating. I do have some things out, but I'm not real sure if I'm feeling. Oh, this one is upside. I put this one upside down. Oopsie daisy. But look at all that journaling space. And so then I just did some just regular, this is just regular paper, 8.5 by 11 paper. And I used some of that new yarn that I got. And I just made a bunch of them that were similar but different. So that's what we're going to make. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut 4 pieces. And we're going to start, I'm going to start with the smallest because I have this one that's already been used, and they just kind of go together. So let me cut this one at 6 by 8. So your smallest one is going to be 6 by 8. And if you need to, you can take a little picture of that. And let's just hope you guys are having a great day. Oops, I need to get this bigger. Let's move this over. There we go. So it needs to be 6 inches wide, 8 inches long. There we go. Now this is cardstock that I'm using. There's that one. The next one needs to be, which one are we going to use? We'll use this one. This one needs to be 8.5 by 6 1/4. So we're going to take off this edge. This is just a printable, I think. I don't know if this is mine or not. I don't know. All right, so we need 6 1/4. By 8.5. And I'm doing a few more little cuts because these had the edges on them. So, all right, so that one is number 2. So you can see there's just a little bit of a difference in the size there. All right, the next one's going to be 9 1/4 by 7 1/4. So let's just take one side off. So I'm trying to do the least amount of cutting, but all right, 9 1/4. Oh, shoot. No, 7 1/4. I need to go 7 1/4 wide. There we go. And then 9 1/4. So I'll just cut this end off. And 9 1/4. There's our third one, and the last one is 10 by 8. So we're going to cut this at 10. Cut this side off. And this needs to be 8. So this is just with regular 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper. You can do this with any size as long as the largest it needs to be is 10 inches. So anything that you've got there. All right, let's go ahead while we've got the trimmer out and let's just cut this one down too. And I think for the sake of time, I'm just going to cut all of these together. This is one of my digitals, and it is just regular paper. I'll just cut them all. I only really need to cut 2 sides so that, whoops. All right. So the first one, we'll do this one bigger, biggest to smallest. So this one's 10 by 8. There we go. 10 by 8. 9 1/4. Well, this one didn't get quite all of the edge off. That's because I did it all together. Let's see. 7 1/4 by 9 1/4. The next one is going to be 8.5 by 6.5. Jeez, I didn't do this one justice at all. I just feel like I just said the wrong thing, but I probably did. Okay, this needs to be 6 1/4. Wide by 8.5 long. And you guys, this is just, so super easy. All right, so I'm gonna have to cut that one off too. Gee, many crickets. It is a gorgeous Sunday. Dave's birthday was yesterday, and so this is 6 by 8. He and Landon are out golfing today. And Dave got a new Blackstone for his birthday. And so we had some steaks on the grill last night. And we made the bacon out there, which was fabulous. So my house doesn't smell like bacon. It was wonderful. All right. So all of this can go over here with my scraps. And now we can move this out of the way. And now all we're going to do is just fold a little bit. So you're just going to fold in half this way. And then make sure your folded edges at the top and fold it in that way. And you're going to do that with each one of these. Don't do what I did and make a mistake and punch a hole in the bottom one of those, which I can easily fix, but. So now you can see you've got a little bit staggered. I mean, how easy is this? And I'm sure that this is, many people have done this, but I love it. I love to be inspired by something old, and those greeting cards certainly are. That's for sure. All right, so now it is basically done. Oh, you know what I didn't do is get a string for these. All right, so now I'll show you with this that is a little bit heavier cardstock. It's just regular cardstock that I printed on. Oh, these, you know what, where these are from? These are from that estate sale that I think she put bundles together and she printed. I had all of the stuff, all of the papers that she had printed from Graphics Fairy. So this one you may have to get out, you know, your scissors to kind of press up against this, or your bone folder if you want. Most of the time I just use my scissors, and that'll just help them kind of lay down a little bit better. All right, and that's just because we have, oh, you know what? We don't even need this tape. What am I talking about? That's for the next project, which I hope you'll tune in to another vintage greeting inspired project. That one's a little more involved, but still really super, super easy. All right, last one. That one does have a little bit of the white on it, but I'm okay with that. Now, if you have directional papers, you might want to consider that. I didn't use any directional papers in any of mine because I just wanted it to be super, super easy. Okay, give me a timeout here, and I'm going to get some. Maybe we'll use, let's see, we have some lavender, and we have, what other colors? Navy, this blue. This is just that, it's called, okay, I do this punch needle yarn. So it's like a yarn, but it's really, really thin. And I bought a whole bunch of these. And now I kind of wish I would have bought more of them, but I bought, you know, kind of all the primaries and a few. And I'm doing this, I'm getting a lot more than I need because I think I might double that up for these. We shall see. Okay, now all I'm going to do is punch these. And now when I was using this one, because I did these upstairs, so I brought my stuff. This one doesn't work, well, it works awesome, but it doesn't work as well when you're wanting to punch and you want to see where each of the holes is going to be. So I would suggest if you have one like I do, where I took the top off of it, that kind of gives you, you can kind of eyeball it and get them a little more lined up, if you will, than what I did on my samples. So let's see if I can get this all in here. Oh yeah, no, not a problem. There we go. And then what you want to do, let's see. So I think I might double this up just for a little added zhuzhing. And you have to I have to apologize for my nails. I have been painting, obviously, you guys know that, a lot at the duplex, getting the other side ready. And I took was spray painting the outdoor furniture needed. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to knot this just to make it easy so it stays together. And then if I wanted, I could put a ribbon in it. And you can see I'm kind of leaving this a fair amount of space there, because when you open it, you want to have room for everything to open up flat so that you can write in it. So that's the only tip. Anyway, I was spraying the patio furniture, and I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. I sprayed it all over my hand. So I have black spray paint, like just embedded under my fingernails, in my cuticles. It's ridiculous. And I've been scrubbing them for days. And that's all there is to it. I mean, you can, you know, give them a little zhuzh if you want. You can round the edges, which we could do that on. Oh, there it is. I was like, oh, what happened to that? We could do that on these just for the fun of it, just to see how that changes the look. And then they're just ready to decorate. And I would probably say, you know, you don't want anything too thick, but these would be great just to stick into a pocket for tons of extra writing space. It would be fun to put inside of a glue book, because you could glue on the inside of these as well. There we go. So now we've just kind of upped our game, and then all you do is just open them up. And as you can see, because of the length that I left that string, it just lays flat. And now, pretty them up. I'm probably going to put these all in my, let's round these corners too. I'm probably going to just put these all in my to be finished ephemera, or I'll just put them in my finished ephemera and then grab them out when, you know, for a project. Like this one possibly could go in that guest book journal that I'm doing for the Belle Rose. You'll see that on this one, this is heavier cardstock, so I'm doing each one of these separate. That's why, if you were curious about that, because it's just thicker paper. Ooh, I might need to run some, if you're new, just a little tip to kind of not reconstitute, we're not mixing something, to sharpen your punches. If you just take some aluminum foil, I fold mine up a whole bunch of times, and then I just punch and punch and punch until it sharpens it. It will sharpen your punches. And this seems sort of like it needs it. I swear I just heard Demi saying, Mom. She got this wild hair that they wanted to build a fire. She wanted to build a fire pit. Her brother was on board. So literally, they started yesterday, Landon, Demi, and Demi's boyfriend, Ben, and they plotted it all out and started digging. The boys ditched her and went golfing, and she is out there digging the rest of the circle. And she and Landon have designed it all, and I'm kind of letting them do their thing. We're just paying for it. Oh, there we go. So I'll have to put a photo. Now, don't forget, again, when you're putting these together, make sure that your folded edge is on the top. That's important. And I'm just kind of I'm not going to make too much work for myself. I just want it to be eyeballed kind of where I want that to. Ooh, that one might be a little bit close. There we go. And is this the baby one? Yeah. So I just kind of made myself a guide by halfway punching this, just so it gives it a little bit of, I can kind of tell where I want it. Oh my gosh. Remember, you're going through 4 pieces of paper, so. All right, so that one is done. And we're just going to put it together. I do have some things over here that we can maybe decorate. I have a few little things that are kind of Victorian-esque. I thought this little one would go cute in the guest book. Maybe. Or it will go cute in the, that no-sew journal that I have over there. I haven't been in the craft room for a very long time because I've literally been at the lake for over a week. And yeah, I told Dave, I'm like, I feel like I'm not getting anything done up there. Like, I'm just not as fast as I'd like to be. All right, and so then you could add, you know, little dangles and such on here. We should probably cut that little piece. I probably should do that on that one too. Yeah, there we go. And there you have it. So let's see, I've got these few little things here. And I probably could pull out some, let's see, do I have some old, what do I have here? Candy. Or do I have any here? Oh, here, we got some of this. Quintuplets. Maybe we'll just take a little bit of that, a little bit of this. I'm not really thinking much through this other than, let's just get some, uh-oh, here she comes. She was digging and she said, Mom, you got to come out here. And there was a sprinkler head, which we know where all the sprinkler heads and they're all marked. And that is one that I don't think, I think it got buried when that place was being, I don't know. But I don't believe that's one that we've ever even used. So that was just kind of odd. Let me put that back up with my template. So what I will do is I will take this original idea and one of these, probably just, you know, one of these colored ones, and I'll put those in with my, I have a tote that's full of all of my templates or things that I've made, or, you know, if I've seen somebody that's made something and I've made it, then I write their name so I don't forget if I need to go back and watch the video or any such thing, you know. And we've got the birdie. Is that, yeah, that's two. And maybe, let's see. I kind of like that on there. I don't know why, but I do. So we're going to put it on there. And I don't want things to be too bulky on here because I want it to be able to fit in just a pocket or cute. Or clipped into a, you know, clipped into on a page, something like that. All right, so we'll leave that one. I mean, and truthfully, you could just leave all of the rest of them, and you can, you know, you can decorate as much as you want. You could put something inside of here. Let's see, do I have? Here's another little piece of this, just for a little extra. You don't need to do much for it. You could put little pockets in there, and a few of them if you wanted, just for extra space. But again, you know, I want this to be able to fit without too much bulk, and then the recipient of the item can just zhuzh it up however they wish. And the thing is that you could, you know, journal on all of this too. We're going to make this into a little belly band. There you go. But there's tons. I mean, you could just do these and just decorate all day long with all kinds of funsies. Let's just add a little, just add that little flower on there. A little rose. I'm excited to show you the next one too. I think you're going to like it. And like I said, this isn't, you know, some groundbreaking new journal idea. However, sometimes I think the simple things are things we sometimes forget about. And so it's kind of nice to be reminded of some things that we can play with that are just kind of basic. Choose one of those. Maybe we'll open that up and put that as a pocket. These were something I got from, there's another one. We'll put that in there too. I'm not really sure where those came from. I think they were in maybe one of my grabby boxes or one of those from a sponsored. Let's just we'll put this in as a tuck, but then it can also be written on too. I mean, you could just go crazy decorating these, and I probably would, except that I need to do a bunch of videos today, so I'm just kind of showing you some easy things. This, I kind of want, this has the peacocks on it, and I kind of want to just keep that like that. But here, we got upside down peacocks, so maybe we make this into a pocket. Let me get it. There we go. Come on. There we go. Now we have a pocket in there. And we could add, let's see, where do we add this one on the left? So maybe we put this one up there. Just to add a little bit of fun to it. Oh, Mamma Mia. Not to worry. All's good in the hood. We're going to add this on there. Just to kind of round it out. There we go. Do I have something that will fit in there? Probably not. I'd have, well, here. There, that fits. All right, and last but not least, this one really needs something. Let's put that on there, and we can make that a pocket too. I really wasn't thinking I was going to have a lot of stuff to put on here, but, and it'd be cute. This one, of course, I didn't use any fabrics of any sort, but it'd be fun to put some fabric in there, on there. Well, or do we want this? I'm going with that. This would be a fun thing to do. You know, I always try to think of easy, fun things that are easily transportable when you're traveling. But just having a paper pad, or you know, some digitals that you've printed, and just take those along, and just make a bunch of them, and then spend your time on decorating them. I think would be fun. I like how that looks there. And we do have, oops, is this going to open up? Ooh, that one's a little bit tight, but I think we're just going to take a paper clip and clip this in. Do I have one that's, I don't have lavender one. I was looking for a little gold one. Here, this one will work. Oh, that's purple. We'll do the purple one. There we go. All right. So now we have ourselves a little cute little something something full of journaling space to tuck into or clip onto. Or you could use this as your own little, its own little journal too. You could always do a cover and do it the no-sew way, and then you've got everything that still opens up. That would work too. So that, my friends, is what we have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. Just a really quick, easy little project that anyone can do with only simple supplies. Give it a go. I hope that you do, and let me know what you think. Until next time, friends, remember to take time to just be. We'll see you soon. Cheers.